Hello there. A first part of the UK officially declares a drought.
In 61 years, I've never seen it this low. I mean, we've had lots of droughts, 1976, but the river wasn't this low then.
North Wales in the upper Severn is leading, where others may follow. As millions of us are told to use less water, should the companies have done more to secure supplies? We'll hear from Water UK. Also on PM, Brian Eno tells us why he wants the wealthy, including himself, to pay more tax. We'll start, though, with the BBC News read today by Neil Nunes.
North Wales has become the first part of the UK to declare a drought after weeks of hot, dry weather left river levels at record lows. Water companies say they are dealing with huge demand from customers, but that their reservoirs are coping. Here's our Wales correspondent, Hywel Griffith.
3 heat waves in a row have taken their toll, leaving the land dry and rivers thirsty. A drought has been declared in catchments across North and Mid Wales. Some tributaries are drying up, river levels are at record lows, leading to concern over fish dying in warm, shallow waters. July is on course to be the driest in Wales for almost 190 years. And whilst there is rain forecast for the weekend, it's due to be followed by another period of hot, dry weather.
So it's official, a first section of the UK has been declared as in drought conditions, North Wales and the upper Severn. The Welsh Environmental Agency, Natural Resources Wales, NRW, said this July is set to be the driest for Wales in almost 190 years, assuming there isn't a lot of rain coming in the next days. BBC Wales spoke to a fisherman, Chris Porteous, chairman of the Rill and St Asaph Anglers Association, and asked him how this drought is impacting the river.
In 61 years, from when I was 10 years old, I've never seen it this low. I mean, we've had lots of droughts. 1976 was a good one, but the river wasn't this low then. For sure it wasn't. When the rivers are this low, the river gets too hot. And this year I've measured up to 22, 23 degrees C in the river, which is horrendous for the fish. I mean, thousands of small fish, millions of invertebrates will have died.
Now, Wales, of course, is not alone in suffering from a dry period. England has had 3% of its average July rainfall so far. Hosepipe bans are in place for 23 million people. And indeed, customers of the biggest water company, Thames Water, face their hosepipe ban from today. But right now, it's 28 minutes to 6. You're listening to PM. We'll have a summary of the news from Neil Nunes.
North Wales has become the first part of the UK to declare a drought after the heat waves left river levels at record lows. Tributaries have dried up and fish have died in warm, shallow waters. Water companies say they're dealing with huge demand, but reservoirs are coping. This month is on course to be the driest July in Wales for almost 190 years.
Tonight at 6, Iran threatens a UK RAF airbase, claiming a US bomber used the base to attack it. Wales has become the first part of the UK to declare a drought after weeks of hot, dry weather left river levels in North and Mid Wales at record lows. This drought status map from Natural Resources Wales tells the story. The areas in brown are in drought, while the areas in yellow have seen prolonged dry weather. Water companies say they are dealing with huge demand from customers, but that their reservoirs are coping. Hywel Griffith reports.
The River Elwy at St Asaph, where sea trout and salmon would normally swim free, but not now. With levels so low at several rivers across North Wales, the only thing anglers like Chris can cast are thermometers.
We're there at 17.5 centigrade.
To check whether the warm, shallow water is killing off the fish.
In 61 years, I've never seen it this low. And that's really worrying. I mean, thousands of small fish, millions of invertebrates will have died, and kingfishers and dippers and all the other little birds and bits and bobs.
3 heat waves in a row have left their mark on the land too. The village green, a shrivelled yellow. Many farmers have been left high and dry. At this week's Royal Welsh Show, it's the main topic of conversation.
We're on well water and the well's dried up. And we've got one spring going. I've been carrying water up from the local town up to help supply the cows and things. No, it's really getting desperate for water now.
The forecast suggests Wales is on course to have its driest July in almost 2 centuries. In this area, they've only had less than 2% of the expected rainfall for the month so far. The drought status applies to river catchments rather than drinking water supplies. But the public are being asked to be careful with how much they use.
We can't make it rain, but what we can do is increase the awareness of what people can do to save water, use water wisely, be responsible.
Winter brought rain every day for a month in some parts of the UK. Spring swung to a different extreme, and there's little relief in sight.
There is some rain on the way through this weekend, and there will be a bit heading towards northern parts of Wales, especially the hills, but certainly nowhere near enough.
That's unlikely to shift the dial on this drought, leaving the landscape thirsty for more. Hywel, Griffith, BBC News, St Asaph.
Drought, where a familiar landscape suddenly becomes unfamiliar, where you see shapes the water normally hides. A sky with clouds but no rain. Pretty much no rain for a month. This is the River Elwy. Chris Porteous has fished around here for almost 60 years, and yet.
This is the lowest I've seen. I've fished the River Elwy since I was 10, and that's 61 years ago. And I've never seen it this low. Honestly, never seen it this low. Not for as long.
What does that do to you as not just an angular, but somebody who loves this place?
I know, it's like a dagger in the heart.
Today, Natural Resources Wales declared both this and pretty much the top half of Wales, from Holyhead to the Marches, the first part of Britain to declare drought status, where much of North Wales has had just 2% of its normal July rainfall. Basically nothing.
Potentially the lowest amount of rainfall in July for over 190 years in Wales, and certainly in the upper Severn and North Wales we only had about 2% of our expected rainfall.
Upstream from Chris, Llanfair Telhaean, the river's flooded in the past here often enough. Today, as one angler told me, if you look closely along the bank you can see circles, fish struggling to find oxygen as the river level falls.
This is a Llanfair TH landmark, the bridge over the River Elwy. And in any normal season, I wouldn't be able to do this. And this is another sign of drought. Leaf fall in July, what they call false autumn. Trees conserving their energy, conserving their water, dropping their leaves.
And droughts hit so many other lives along the riverbank and beyond. Martin Brown's both angler and apiarist. His bees, like so many other insects, are not enjoying the summer of 26.
We've had very, very little rain at all since probably mid-April or so, and the moisture content in the soil is very, very low, which means the nectar flow is almost non-existent at this time.
There is hope the clouds could soon be more than just a backdrop. There may be rain soon, sometime. Maybe something to keep a river flowing. Rob Shelley, ITV News, by the River Elwy.